yourself.
Hey, Paris.
Hey,
Hey, man, I think what you're doing is really cool, and I'm curious because there's been so much attention with all of the name, image, and likeness stuff surrounding the NCAA and student athletes the last couple of years now, and how guys are using their platforms to do different things. And obviously, that might be more for a monetary value, but you're using your platform in a different way. How many other guys, whether they're on this team or other guys that you've played with that might be playing college ball, pick your brain about, hey, how did you get this started, and why is this important to you, and how could I do something like that?
I would say I've had a couple people who have reached out who also play college sports. At this university and other universities that have asked me, how did I get it started? And I feel like it was good because I had it started in high school before we started the process, before it got eventually approved by the NCAA recently. But it has like started a conversation like with other people who have had like thoughts about like starting their own and getting it approved, which is a good thing.
Good luck to you, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
All righty, we'll go next to Bill Rabinowitz from the Columbus Dispatch. Bill.
Yes, Paris. Can you just kind of, Jerry kind of addressed this, but when did this start? What sparked this idea in your mind, and what are your goals in terms of how much you want to distribute?
Well, this started for me in high school when I attended an event, a Special Olympics event for disabled veterans, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience where I got to just have conversation and just talk about their life experiences and their experiences when they served. And there were some conversations where I'm learning about that there are disabled veterans who are homeless. There are disabled veterans who don't have all the care, and they're not like financially stable to be able to provide for themselves. And I personally felt like, when you serve in general, let alone you're a disabled veteran, there's certain things you shouldn't have to worry about. So, and there are a lot of, and then when I was at St. Xavier High School, I remember we had a scrimmage against a team on the sideline. They were sharing shoulder pads and outdated helmets and whatnot. And I'm thinking I'm playing at a school where you have to think about those certain type of team. I mean, those certain type of things. So for me, it was it sort of changed my perspective at a young age. That's why I wanted to get it started.
Okay. And your goals for this year, how much you want to be able to give back?
So for my goals for this year, like right now, what we're working on right now is giving away 71 turkeys today. And we're getting started on a toy drive that's going on from the 30th to December 20th. So that's what we're working on like right now. And with the pandemic and everything that's happening, of course, it's going to set some things back. But right now, we're trying to work towards helping families out in the pandemic. We're trying to bring back a sense of like normalcy.
Thanks, Paris, and congratulations for this.
Thank you.
All righty, we got time for just a couple more. We'll go to Dan Hope from 11 Warriors. Dan?
Hey, Paris, just wondering what it's been like for you to navigate this first year at Ohio State with everything that's going on and, starting a foundation and, obviously not being able to be around your family and things as it would normally be.
I think what's definitely gotten me through this year, like with the pandemic and the foundation, I would say it's just this team, it's become like a family to me because, with me not being able to see my mom and my sister all the time, I've just been around this group, which like Coop said is like a bubble, but it's a good experience because, like we're never alone because we're always with each other every day. So I feel like mentally, it helps, and with us just being able to play football is amazing. So being around like these group of guys and these leaders, I feel like that's definitely like gotten, at least, speaking for myself, like it's really helped a lot.
What do you think are the biggest ways in which you've grown this year?
I would say like the biggest way that like I've grown as far as I guess just it feels like I'm learning all over again. I'm not sure how to explain it, but like you know, like going from like high school where I recently learned, how to play offensive line, and then I was like highly ranked coming here, and I'm learning all these things over again. But in a way, it's like very positive. Like I get very excited when I'm like making these mistakes, and then like coach and a lot of the older guys are, all right, here's what we have to do, and I keep doing that repeatedly, and I see the success and I see the change in my game. I feel like those are like the biggest ways I've changed. Like I can honestly say like from the time I've gotten here, like each day I've gotten like so much better through like making the mistakes, because here, like they have all the answers like for any mistake. So it like really helps.
Thank you, Bear.
All righty, and we'll wrap up Paris with Austin Ward from Leonard Monroe. Austin.
Paris, when you talk about building a successful foundation and giving back, obviously, your name and likeness and all that is going to be a big part of that, and you need to, it'll be larger when you're on the field, right? So, how much has this early experience helped you, and then how that plays into what you eventually want to do down the road?
I would say that like this is like the name, image, and likeness stuff that that like I really don't know everything about like when that like comes out like later on. But I would say like I only see like positives in it so far. Like from the outside, like looking in on what I like speculate on like what it'd be like. But hopefully like down the road, like I want to use the eventual like platform that like I want to build here at Ohio State. And it's not always about, people talk about the name, image, and like the name and like likeness as far as using it for like a monetary value like down the road. But I'm just excited about using it for like different ways for like my foundation as far as because I feel like it's a thing that like a lot of people can like relate to, because I feel like in every one of us, like we all have a passion for like veterans. And I feel like, there's a lot of Buckeye fans. So like talking about these experiences with young student athletes, that want to aspire to play at a university like Ohio State, it costs a lot of money to attend all these camps and whatnot, So like for my mom, like she had to sacrifice a lot, and there's not a lot of parents who can afford to do that. So I feel like once like the name, image, and likeness stuff comes out, I can be able to spread the word even more on that, so we can help a lot more families out. So I'm excited about doing that.
Thanks, Paris.
Thank you.
All righty, Paris. Thank you very much for your time. And thanks again for everything you're doing.
Hey, Paris, what's the name of your foundation?
The Paris Johnson Junior Foundation.